Mr. Nickerson, what are you going to tell the Commission?
Well, basically, I'm going to tell them how I think the district attorney has abused his office over a long period of time, has harassed the police. The police are the most important function of local government. Law enforcement is the most important thing that local government can do, and I'm going to recite to them how he has tried to undermine the police, how he has tried to harass them and undermine public confidence in them. We have the best police force in the United States, an honest police force, and I am going to protect that police force to the extent of my ability. And it isn't enough just to have an efficient, good, honest police force. You also must have public confidence.
Do you regard this hearing as a valid inquiry or as a political device to embarrass you in your possible attempt to run for governor?
Well, I think the motives of the governor in his first statement, in which he made a false statement that I had frustrated the investigation in the jail when I had been most meticulous not to reveal that any investigation of the jail was taking place. I think he had prejudged the matter, and that's why I said that his kind of attitude that he had of prejudging it was the kind of attitude that allowed L. Judson Morehouse and Martin Epstein, his appointees, his close associates, to flourish in this state and allowed corruption to abound in his administration. And to that extent, I think it was ill-advised.
Well, what about specifically this hearing? Is this a political device too?
Well, I assume the Commission is carrying out its statutory functions. It's been requested by the governor and under the statute, when they get a request, they should comply with it.
Then you don't think Governor Rockefeller is using this hearing as a means of embarrassment?
Well, you'd have to ask him what his motives are. I think his overt actions in prejudging the matter were very, very wrong.
Well, how has he undermined them? How has he harassed them?
Well, this has extended over a long period of time. The most recent incident before this one was that he leaked anonymously and surreptitiously to one of the Long Island newspapers some totally false accusations with respect to the chief inspector that he was acting improperly.
What would his motives be for this kind of action that you claim he's making?
Well, that is another long story. He has had a long-standing, bitter feeling towards the chief inspector because the chief inspector would not let the police be used for political purposes. And that specific incident in February of this year arose because a judgment was made by me and the police that we should rotate the policemen who were over in the vice squad over in the district attorney's office. That is well-known police procedure because they should not remain there over a long period of time. Temptation is increased. This is done all over the United States. The district attorney would not agree to that, and when I refused to overrule the police, he released this anonymously after threatening me that he would do so. He released surreptitiously and anonymously leaked this to the press. And this is a totally unjustifiable thing to do in my judgment.
So you've also said he's guilty of criminal charges. What are they specifically?
Well, there are various of them. They're set forth in my letter to the governor, which was made public. It involved the improper and surreptitious placing of someone in the jail without the consent of the sheriff and without alleging that the sheriff, who incidentally is someone who also was recently appointed by me, who had been 17 years a policeman, no allegation that he was crooked. He's one of the best men in the United States in law enforcement, a very dedicated public servant, and also forgery in connection with that. One who for 3 years has been trying to get the governor interested in the intolerable conditions in the jail in Nassau County. That was a political sinkhole prior to the time that, prior to 1965. Sheriff Dugan, who was elected in 1964, died untimely after 11 days in office. I had an emergency appointment to make. I appointed someone who had 17 years' experience in the police department, an honest, dedicated man, someone who I have confidence in and the people of Nassau County have. And now he has, in that short time, made great strides in turning the jail from a political sinkhole where there was no training, there was no qualifications, making great strides to turning it into a professional, honest jail.